beauties. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this look right here. It is subtle and fresh and clean and perfect for school, or if you work in a place where you can't wear heaps of makeup but you want to wear a little something. So I was inspired to do this look by my baby sister. She is 14 and just started her freshman year of high school. So I thought that this look would be really perfect for her. And if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Anybody else just cannot handle chapped lips? I think I have 8,000 chapsticks surrounding my house. So that way, no matter what room I'm in, I can just like easily grab the chapstick within like 5 feet of me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with moisturizer. This is a little baby size of the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizer. Clinique skincare, besides Aveeno, is my favorite. My skin is just feeling a little bit dry. Since it's like 8,000 degrees outside, I have my AC on at all times, and I think it just dries out my skin. It makes me feel like so dehydrated. Okay, for foundation today, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB cream. We're not doing like a full beat today because we're doing something subtle. If I am in high school, I'm not going to be doing a full beat of makeup because you don't want to look like you're walking up to the club at 7 a.m. on a Wednesday. That's weird. So I'm just going to squirt out some in the back of my hand. I'm going to pick up my damp Real Techniques blending sponge. And I'm kind of just going to be focusing that more on the spots where I'm red, which are the center of my face. So BB cream is good for just light coverage. I mean, if you have a lot of acne problems, then, I mean, by all means, go in with something more full coverage. But if you just have like redness or pigmentation, then some BB cream and some concealer should do the trick. Now this BB cream claims to do a bunch of stuff. It blurs imperfections, enhances, brightens, adjusts skin tone, smooths, hydrates, has SPF 30 and 0% oils and other heavy ingredients. So that's definitely good, especially for somebody in high school to have SPF on your face, because I mean, it's been a long time since I've been in high school, but I'm pretty sure they still do like PE and stuff. So when I just first started out with makeup, with like actual foundation makeup, I just used a BB cream and powder. And that's how it all started. I also already did my eyebrows before starting to film. I'll list my brow routine down below if you're interested in checking it out. So now that the face is pretty much evened out, I mean, there's still some redness, but that's okay. I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Highlighting and Illuminating Concealer Pen. And this is in the shade Ivory-into. Now I'm going to put this under my eyes. If you're in high school, you most likely do not have under eye bags. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. But if you're an adult with like responsibilities and a job and whatnot, then you're in stress. You're probably carrying some under eye baggage. So I'm just gonna put that in some spots that would normally for the concealer. Since this is a highlighting pen, I'm also gonna even out my face, put it on my forehead and my chin, and go back in with my sponge. A good trick before blending out your under eye concealer is take whatever setting spray you have. This is the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. I've used it like 1,000 times on here already. And you spray the tip of your sponge and then go in and blend out your concealer. This just helps make sure that it gets all blended out in case you put on the concealer and it started to set already. And it just helps really just melt into your skin. Now what we're gonna do is also bring some of that concealer up on the eyelids, because we are not going to do eyeshadow today. We're just gonna look nice and fresh. And sometimes putting on heaps of eyeshadow just kind of counteracts that. Now I'm going to set the face and the under eyes with my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. This is in the shade 125 Nude Beige. And I'm first gonna set the under eyes using the e.l.f. small tapered brush. And I'm gonna set my eyelids with that as well. See, even canceling out all the redness and discoloration and veins in my eyelids just makes me look more put together. So you don't even need eyeshadow. I mean, of course you need eyeshadow. Everyone needs eyeshadow. But not for this look. Now I'm really quickly going to set the rest of my face using, oh, I like flung that. Oh. I'm gonna use the Real Techniques powder brush with the same powder. This powder is very light coverage. It basically is almost the same as like translucent powder. If you want something a little bit more coverage, I recommend the L'Oreal True Match pressed powder. That definitely has way more coverage to it. Now to bring some color and life back to my face, I'm gonna go with my Smashbox Crush on Blush palette. This is a really awesome palette. I know it's not drugstore, but this will last you a super long time. Plus it has 4 blushes, 1 highlight, and a bronzer. My husband dropped it. And then I've already hit pan. You can see a tiny little dot. So I'm gonna go ahead and add warmth to my cheeks first. I'm going to use my favorite bronzer brush, which is the e.l.f. complexion brush. I'm just gonna dip into this bronzer color and keep it more on the outer perimeter of my face. There's something so satisfying about adding bronzer to your face. Like, I feel alive. I don't look like a dead ghost. Now I love adding bronzer to my nose. Some people don't, I personally do. So I'm just gonna take this e.l.f. angled contour brush and a little bit of that bronzer shade and then just add it lightly to the sides of my nose. We're not doing any sort of like nose contouring or anything. But for me personally, I just like adding a little color to my nose. Next for blush, I'm gonna go with this warm apricot color. It's nice and shimmery and like peachy. Very beautiful. And I'm gonna use the Real Techniques blush brush for this. I'm gonna start in the apples of the cheeks and work my way back. I'm just quickly gonna run over my face using that powder brush just to make sure that it's all blended together, no harsh lines, and that my blush isn't too like in your face. Now to add just a pinch of highlight because, you know, you gotta. I'm gonna go back to that same tapered e.l.f. brush and this shimmer shade and then just run it on the tippy tops of my cheekbones. Now we're just going to quickly move on to the eyes. Like I said, we're not doing eyeshadow, we're just doing really simple. So first I'm going to run some Nude Kohl liner. This is the Rimmel Scandaleyes Nude liner in my waterline. This really just opens up the eyes, makes you look more awake and fresh and like not, you know. Then I'm going to curl my lashes. Then I'm gonna coat my upper and lower lashes using my Essence All Eyes on Me mascara in soft black. Oh no. I dinked myself. Don't worry, we can fix it. Okay, if you ever dink your mascara on your lid, like I just did, the trick is to leave it alone for a second. Just let it be, let it dry. And then once it's dry, just take a dry, unused Q-tip and just like flick it off. If you go in immediately after you dink yourself, then it's going to smudge all over the place. But if you just like relax, let it cool down, let it dry, and then flick it off with a Q-tip, you're good. Now you can totally leave it like this and just, you know, just the way it is. You look awake, you look fresh, you look like you're here. Or if you want, you can add a thin line of black liquid liner on your lid. This is the Maybelline Line Stilleto Ultimate Precision Liquid Eyeliner in the blackest black. Like that. Just a nice, quick little line. Or you can wing it out just a little bit. All right, I'm gonna let that dry really fast, and then I'm going to re-curl my lashes. Okay, now to finish off with the lips, I am going to use this Tarte Amazonian what are you called? I'm gonna use this Tarte Amazonian Butter Lipstick in the color Poppy. I know it's red, and that's a little scary, but it's more of like a sheer color as opposed to like a really like intense in your face red. And what we're actually going to do is dab some on. Then I'm going to use my finger and blend it out. Take that tissue. See, now it's just more of like a stain, just a sheer wash of color. Kind of looks like I was eating a popsicle. Then I'm going to cover it with my favorite lip gloss of all time, which is the Buxom White Russian. What is this called? Full on lip cream in White Russian. This is my, like, I'm not a huge gloss fan, but this gloss is my favorite. And that completes this makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed and learned some tricks or different products that'll help you achieve a more subtle makeup look. If you recreate this look, then please tag me on Instagram or Twitter. I will leave those links down below, along with everything that I used and mentioned, along with some other goodies for you to check out. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And leave a comment letting me know what your favorite all-time lip gloss is, because I want to know. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Jeez. Oh my god. Oh, Barney likes this lip gloss too, because it smells delicious. Bosley's internet debut. He's so not impressed. He's like, yeah, I think I'd rather just lay down on my little pillow and go back to sleep, please. Bye.